Hi, this is Keong from Reviewla, and today I'm going to give you a full review of the ASUS ZenFone 3 Laser after an extensive 2 weeks of usage. When it comes to design, the ASUS ZenFone 3 Laser is a visually appealing phone with a beautiful 5.5-inch Full HD display and comes equipped with an aluminium alloy chassis which comes in a choice of either silver, like the one I have, or the sand gold color. The rear of the ASUS ZenFone 3 Laser seems to be powder coated, which gives me the perception that it is prone to scratches. However, the good thing is that it is a fingerprint and smudge resistant oleophobic coating, which is particularly good for the people with more moisture on their hands. The ASUS ZenFone 3 Laser is nicely designed with a curved edge shell and a rear camera that protrudes from the back and follows an almost similar design language as the rest of the ZenFone 3 range. The small detail of the curved rear edge makes it easy for me to pick it up the phone from a flat surface when the screen is facing upwards. However, I noticed that the finishing on the edge of the micro USB to be a little on the sharp side, which may get you some cuts if you are not careful. The 5.5-inch Full HD has a bright and vibrant screen that has a really good color reproduction. Images produced on the screen is very natural and doesn't seem like it has been adjusted on Photoshop. The capacitive button on the front is not backlit, which makes using the phone in a dark place not exactly your best option. The ZenFone 3 Laser is powered by an octa-core 64-bit Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 processor clocked at 1.4 GHz. The technical specification sure sounds like a lot, but after putting it to a few tests and an extensive amount of use, I can summarize it in a nutshell. Processing speed of the ZenFone 3 Laser is good for a phone of this range, but for me it is still a little sluggish. However, with that being said, there are no signs of the phone overheating even with prolonged use, which means that the processing power is fitting for this phone and is not overclocked to its maximum potential yet. It has 32GB memory built into this phone, but there is also a choice to expand it with a micro SD card if you ever feel that 32GB is on the smaller spectrum. There's a 13MP rear camera with a dual LED real tone flash capable of supporting 1080p video recording at 30 frames per second. On the front, there's an 8MP front camera. The handset is supplied with a 3000mAh non-removable battery which produces enough juice to watch at least 5 full-length movies continuously. The ZenFone 3 Laser runs on an Android 6.0 Marshmallow with a Zen UI interface. Although it is similar with a ZenFone 3 with a lot of in-house apps, I noticed that I do not feel the need to use any of these apps. If you feel any of these apps is useful, please do let me know. The camera on the ZenFone 3 series is a formidable competitor in the smartphone industry. They have a lot of customizable settings, almost similar to using a semi-pro camera, which includes shooting in manual, HDR Pro, beautification, super resolution, just to name a few. One of the amazing features of the camera is the laser autofocus technology. Hence the name of this phone is that ASUS claims that it can lock focus in 0.03 seconds. I didn't exactly verify it whether it is this fast, but for me it is fast enough in most cases, most notably in the close-up shots. The ZenFone 3 Laser can take good quality image with enough saturation to make the subject look natural. However, in terms of the details captured, images appear to be a little on the flat side with details washed out. There are also some notable flaws when recording videos, such as audio and video not syncing well, which seems to appear during the video playback on the phone. Also, when I hit the stop recording button, there's a very notable delay. It could be the processing time of the video, or perhaps the recorded video is being saved into the phone. But other than that, taking videos on this phone is a lot of joy. You get to experiment with a lot of modes, such as the slow motion function, and also the assisted with a really useful electronic image stabilization function. The ZenFone 3 laser is pretty good for multitasking with limited number of apps open in the background. There are no issues with overheating. Games also seems to run smoothly, although Antutu 3D benchmark that I ran on it seems to suggest it to be media core at best. The fingerprint scanner is a joy to have, which for the first time since Apple introduces this feature, it is now available in most medium-range phones. One thing which I noticed is the below average onboard speakers. While testing this phone out by watching videos, I was surprised the large difference between plugging in your headphones and listening to it on the speaker in a quiet room. It has a very notable hissing sound which is really disturbing, especially if you are an audiophile. But that being said, at this price range, I probably shouldn't be complaining much and just use my headphones. As a verdict, the ZenFone 3 laser is competitively priced for the amount of features that you can get in this phone. Most of these features are the exact same package as its more expensive sibling, the ZenFone 3. But the price always dictates something significant, and for me, this comes in the form of the processing speed, which is very noticeable if you were to compare it with the ZenFone 3. With that being said, you should still check out the ZenFone 3 laser if you are looking for a phone with a relatively good camera with lots of adjustable settings. Please click like and subscribe to my channel to get more extraordinary reviews done in the Malaysian way.